The following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Of course! Of course!
Right, so you're in the cave of the station.
I'm observing Sulan at this point.
What you lose?
My shield bearer.
What is?
My partner.
What is partner?
Perhaps this is not the best time to be asking Sulan about this. Perhaps we should focus on getting these wedges to the kiln and...
Maybe we should leave the room with a creepy statue in it.
Yes.
No. I ask. Question.
Well, go ahead then.
How I kill. What is Frost Walker? How I kill?
From wood I come, an airborne killer, a touch to cheek, and I deliver.
3 days later.
Is poison dart?
3 points of damage. Incorrect.
It no, not good.
Your neck's wet.
What question again? What was? Wood.
It was from
Yeah.
wood I come, an airborne killer, a touch to cheek, and I deliver.
Can I make an intelligence roll?
Can. Pretty sure. I mean, we could
I mean, if you just want to give up early, then yes.
Well, I literally have no fucking clue. So, I don't know if anyone else...
I've heard it before, but I cannot fucking remember it.
You've heard this one before?
Yeah.
I thought I made it up.
Oh, something similar then.
Mind you, there are no original things. Giving up? You can make the roll.
Three.
Well, that's not very good. An arrow.
That's what I was thinking. But Lee doesn't know that. It's okay.
very close with the dart.
Yeah. An arrow.
Correct. Stab him.
With steely knife or
I think that counts as a continuance, so we won't ask you another riddle.
Yeah, so you guys, another question.
stab is
Well, at least we know he's not
easy.
immortal.
Take forth the bone of the dragon, hone and craft. Drive it home.
I have bone of dragon. It's easy.
There you go.
Let we go find stab. Easy.
Shall we head to the kiln?
Yeah. Saphira, can you heal me?
Very well. I just hope we don't come across any further nasties on these corridors. With Tor's light, I heal thee.
You don't need to roll with me.
Oh,
So, I guess we arrive at the kiln?
We've got to get the medallion pieces.
We've got them all.
We have 2.
No, we have them all.
We had 3.
We had 3 and then he dropped the
okay.
last one out for us. We've got them all.
okay, so you go south one room. Before you stands a kiln, some coal.
Okay, I have to admit I do not know how to use these.
No trap.
Well,
Forging is not my forte.
you just light it, right?
I imagine so. Fire, coal, heat. That's what it needs, right?
Do you have any idea what to do, Sulin?
Zulin,
What?
doth thou know how to use a kiln?
No.
Lee? It's not easy?
I never see. We use bone, wood.
You can create fire. Do what you can. Do the wedges look like they have any particular pattern, or are they just like blank?
There's a little fire logo upon it.
Oh, okay.
If you
So,
join them together,
so we'll match them together the right way,
Do they like slot into each other, or do they just fall apart?
they just fall apart.
Oh, okay.
but then we place them on the kiln.
Place
and
them
then
on the kiln
Yeah,
and
and
then
then the
light
heat
it.
should, yeah, theoretically.
Oh yeah, okay. So you light the
Big-
kiln and you
big-
put the things in the thing part of the kiln,
The baking part.
and
Peaks
there's,
over.
there's like a glittery sound effect, and they sort of go, and it becomes bronze,
There we go. It's magic.
and you now have a bronze fire emblem. What? We didn't snigger at wind emblem or a bolt
No, we
emblem.
used the fire emblem to defeat Naga, the ancient shadow dragon, you see.
So I suppose we'll get it out somehow without burning ourselves.
Is there anything like, are there any like utensils we can use to like take it out?
Is
Tongs or something.
many ice.
I don't think ice will work. I think it'll melt before it even comes into contact with the.
Make cold.
Is there a quenching dish nearby? Bucket.
You don't find one.
No.
There's no tongs or tools to get it out.
Nope. Not a single tong.
What about something you can, like a spatula, kind of like you can slide under
So,
and
like-
lift it up.
How big is it?
How big is like the fire compared to like the medallion? Like how deep in is it? Like if I just like take it out.
It's just like a very small little bread kiln sized thing that's just big enough for the fire emblem.
Also, you could put the fire out anyway, so it's not a problem.
I mean, you have put the fire out, right? I mean, you're just going to let that burn, heat it up even more.
Yeah.
I mean,
I just assumed it was super
I mean,
hot
I know.
for a
I
little
mean, I
while.
have a pretty low opinion of you guys' intelligence, but
I thought it might have been something cool where like you take it out of the fire, but
Like a glaive.
yeah. I mean, like I have a bunch of like. Can we just put the fire out? I have a bunch of spare water.
I thought you could just control fire to put it out.
That's a spell, Ken.
Yeah.
and he doesn't do spells.
No, I see. It's all good for me to just heal you and use
You
up
just
one of mine,
assume
but-
that I have things memorized.
Yeah, see, unlike you, he doesn't just have access to everything.
Yeah, but I still have to memorize particular ones at the start of each day. Like, I can't just use ones I haven't memorized either.
So we put out the fire and take the fire.
Cool.
So, what do you think the path he was talking about, this statue was talking about, was?
Well, you said to take the water and carry it along the path, do not falter, and do not spill the water. That's what I recall. So I imagine that path will reveal itself once we have the water.
Maybe. Let's go to the fountain.
Of course, we need to find something to carry the water in.
Well, it says to just use the fire emblem and the crevasse near the fountain, so maybe a path will appear.
Could very well. So we'll go there and put the fire emblem into the slot.
Okay, so you just charge off and head directly to the fountain willy-nilly at full speed.
We avoid that trap.
Well, I mean, we don't run
Right.
on the ice. Like we
Moving at the maximum speed you can,
No.
shouting and throwing footballs at
No.
each other,
No.
making as much noise as possible,
Well,
not doing any perception
you
checks,
can-
and
you
not
can-
detecting noise at all.
You
I've been rolling detecting
You
noise.
can play football anywhere. You can.
You can play in tuxedo, and while having sex.
Sure.
And so once I get a successful, I'll say something, but I haven't
No.
got a successful.
That's like a successful perception check.
Okay, as you're heading up towards the intersection, you hear voices.
I hear something.
What? We're not Randy Ortoning now.
Dude, no, seriously?
Too soon!
Too soon, man. Fuck.
What?
You can't make it out. It's all echoey and weird. You need some kind of detect noise ability to be able to make it out.
Oh, a shame I don't have that.
Dude, can I make like a difficult listening check?
Yes.
Oh, come on, two. No.
You got the exact opposite.
Literally the exact opposite.
Okay, so that means they get closer, and you can make another check.
Those die suck.
I'll just make one of the crappy
That was
ones.
a 20. That was a 20.
I'll
I don't think so.
Stop.
somehow.
That was a what?
No, it was like on the 20 and then it just flopped onto 14.
I'll stop where I am and I'll put the spikes. Well, adjust the spikes on my shoes to make sure they're all right.
Is good.
Okay, so they get closer. You get to make another check. Who got the best result?
I got a natural 20.
You got 4? Wow, okay. So, you will hear...
Freezing down here. There's nothing for me down here. You ate earlier. You ate each other. Yeah, goblin flesh. Don't like. You sicken and disgust us. Silence!
You will hear, in addition to that, the big man has words for us. Gather close, and you'll both hear. You all whine. This alliance may have been a bad mistake, but it is irrelevant. Find the merchant and kill him before he can aid them. We haven't found him yet. Well, he can't be in that part of the cavern. We'll check down there, towards where the party is. No. That descriptions heading towards you, and you hear the stamp of feet. And you alone will hear some muttered cursing, and I can't believe I'm trying to get frostmen, goblins, and the undead to work together. What a low I have sunk to.
I'll quietly tell these guys what I've heard that we're a party may encounter and ask.
We've got to stop them before they get to
They're
Wajiba.
on their way to us. Do we wish to ambush them?
What is the
Yeah.
room?
If you can. Okay. We are. I should be yours.
Well, if you're not going to use that one, then do it.
Yeah, I was thinking this one I've got marked.
Right, so we'll know where we've been. And we
This was a statue
We
room.
were heading here.
Where are we at the moment?
Here.
You are in 12, heading up towards 8.
Okay.
awesome. And they are coming towards us.
They're just coming into 8.
And Wajiba's in 10, isn't he?
Yes.
So where are we on that?
We're right here. And up there.
Cool. That's good.
Yeah.
Plenty of room to run. And you hear like the footsteps of say about 50 beings-ish.
We're close to where the pit with the spikes is,
Yeah.
so we can maybe use that to our advantage. We can drive them towards it.
They come into view.
Scorch, hammer and shield are going to be at the ready.
Swords out.
They would be as soon as you started
Yeah.
telling me.
We fall back.
We should. We can use the wind to push them into that spike trap.
So once they see us, I'll fall back to the room.
Okay. Use the minis to describe your positions. Ken, remember it's your responsibility to photograph the combat rounds.
Oh.
Oh!
That,
He
you forfeit
forfeits.
it. You forfeit it.
Forfeit. It hit the ground.
Just
Forfeit.
put it somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't actually have like the proper minis for everything, so I'm using these for zombies. These standy cards.
Look like zombies to me.
We were
They actually
here, we
kind
came
of
up through
sort
here.
of do a
behind
little
it.
bit.
Thing we're over.
Yeah, because it's upside down. This will be this way where they're
Yeah.
looking at it.
So we're over here, aren't we? And they're over here. Cool. So if we just
So,
go back of it,
the
then
map
I'll just
around
blow them into the
That way.
spikes.
So at least then, put this in the middle. So we can have an area to fall back to. I'm guessing there's where you want.
Okay, so you're orientating your map towards this, are you?
Yep, so that means that we're in this area. I know it's going to be hard. But once they see us, we'd fall back to the pit room, correct?
Yep. And then I shall
Yeah,
glue
the
them
pits.
all.
The pits
One
is
wall
in.
down.
You use the map as another
The
wall.
pit is in 12.
Pit is in 12, is it? So we'll fall back behind the pit.
I think that we're the pit's between them and us. Oh, sorry. I think at the moment, isn't it?
You may want detailed map. Plain disc, rough terrain, bad terrain, beneficial terrain. Actually, since there is no beneficial terrain, the pit. Exit behind you would be round about there-ish.
Into room 9.
So that your goalposts for when you want to pull back, because you will,
Yeah.
I guarantee you.
That's the wall.
That's actually supposed to be part of it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I told you that when I put it there. Right, now because zombies always go last, I don't really think there's much point in rolling initiative. Your weapon speeds will determine what order you go in.
See, these are all zombies.
Yes, like I said, these little standees, I'm using until further notice. If it's cardboard standee, it is an undead of the type zombie. I don't need to describe it because you guys have encountered zombies so many times that it would be pointless to try and obfuscate it and say, what's a human who looks like he's shambling, perhaps drunk, something like that. It's a zombie.
I'm just making sure because the dialogue Sulin heard, the Frostwalker mentioned also.
Others.
That was not the Frostwalker's voice.
Oh,
No, it
whoever
was-
it was.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns.
Which I would know. And
No, you wouldn't know.
No,
Roman's
no, I
voice.
don't.
No, you don't.
That was the doppelganger.
Yeah,
the doppelganger does. Yes, no, I wouldn't know.
No one who knows heard.
yeah. So are there only 8, or have you only got 8 to show us? Oh, there are more. Okay.
There's way more.
Okay.
I bought bags and bags of stuff.
Okay, so we are only fighting 8 zombies at the moment,
As far as we know.
as far as that we can see.
As you know.
Okay.
But from the sounds, you know, there's more.
Underground, ice around, zombling free.
So what does the bad terrain do?
It reduces. Okay, you're already at half movement rate unless you have cleats, which
Okay.
you don't. If bad terrain reduces that by half again.
Okay.
So in terms of hexes, these are all going to be your movement rates. Your movement rate is 12. You can move 12 hexes.
Yeah.
That's down to 6. On bad terrain, that counts as 2 hexes
Oh, okay.
because you have to pick over it. Again, you can do a thing like sprint to increase your movement rate, but with the super slippery terrain, it super increases the chances of you arse over Kite.
Ah, okay.
Cause it's magic with you.
Well, I think we should just like back up about like to here for now, and then wait for them to like shamble down and just blow a bunch of them into the pit. Plus, zombies are pretty dumb, so like they'll probably keep coming after we blow them into the pit.
I blew zombie. It's easy.
Well, let's just back off for a bit now.
Okay, because you have the initiative, you guys can move your pieces to the movement rate that you can move. And remember to actually trace out your path, because the trap here you haven't detected might go off.
It's easy.
Is easy.
So, in whichever order you want, because you've all got the same movement speed, you can go, because you can arrange it between yourselves with discussion. So
I'll just move back to like here.
I do got no terrain basically, so I'll
Yeah.
move back to just one in front of Adrian.
And this bad terrain will be things like there's like cracks in the ground that you could get your feet caught in that. So just to explain why it's worse somehow than slippy ice, it's like got foot catching traps and loose ice sheets that could slide out and skeet out from under your feet, and buckets full of fat at 3 o'clock in the morning. On a Thursday.
Actually, I might whisper to Adrian, because this is something I was thinking about over the last couple of weeks with terrain, because this might work. Adrian, if we throw a torch amongst the enemies, it might make the ground slipperier where they are.
Oh, I have to ask Adrian what neck equipment you're wearing because it counts.
Oh, the thing can't make together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, right, because you lost the other one. Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
How many can we go at maximum?
You can go 12 because you're wearing
12.
cleats,
Oh,
but
so-
these
Unless you
squeezies
cross
are-
directly over
Yeah.
bad terrain.
Yeah.
So still line of sight.
Okay. Wait for the zombies.
Okay.
Okay. One of the zombies shambles off away.
I'm assuming to tell who is in charge of these people.
Thank you, Ken. Round 2, fight! Again, you guys have the initiative, so you can just whatevers.
So like this, so there's ice here and then the hole here, right?
Yep.
So I'll light it, and so like the walls are like this, so like the zombies could still come like this, right?
Yes.
So like I'll light a torch and throw it about here.
Okay.
The zombies, they'll like fire.
Bad terrain.
I will take this one. I know you had different ideas, Sophia, but the zombies are more likely to move away from the fire.
Oh, I didn't mean now. I meant once they get too close. But that's good at driving them this way. Are you moving back any further, Adrian? Because I won't move if you're not going.
I couldn't move back if I threw it that far.
Yes, you can.
No,
Because you can throw and then
Alright.
move.
Throwing a torch is a half action.
I'll just go like.
Staying where you are, Sutherland?
Yeah, I don't see any problem moving. Relatively,
Actually, I'll put that's where the torch was, right?
Sure. Good idea, Ken.
Yeah, it kind of looks like flame. Get another one to actually roll.
Zombies move to there. Snappy, snappy. Coles.
Samsung phones have this annoying habit of putting their back buttons way too close to the edge of the camera, so all you do is pick it up and it goes back.
Yeah, mine does that. Or at least it did until I got a case that's got a bit of meat on it.
So what's these in terms of range?
1 movement unit. But they're probably like a 5-foot square.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not doubling the movement range just because this is Kansas City. I'm just going to hold it back the stage, right?
So I'm gonna put the sword away and bring out the bow.
Okay. You bring out the Order of the Duke boys.
I will get my sling. Sure, I've got some bullets.
I'm guessing the wall kind of goes around like that.
Yeah, they're the goalposts, sort of thing. Your narrows around there. Just for reference.
Where was the shelf? It was in this room, wasn't it?
No, it was in the intersect.
Oh, wasn't it over the pit?
There were many pits.
That one that you jumped onto and swinging around on?
Yeah.
It's this one here, isn't it?
Yeah, the shelf has subsequently fallen.
Yeah, I thought this one
there
might
was
be,
not-
yeah. I thought...
there was not a shelf.
I knew one of them did, I just couldn't remember which one it was. They had a solid shelf.
I mean, someone must have jumped on it who was fairly heavy.
It's a Pharaoh. No, they actually can't even say that because they never climb up. All that armour.
I probably would have pulled on the rope and the whole thing would have just come down.
It's when the ground falls out from below you.
I mean, I think
Time's a factor.
I think we're just gonna wait.
Yep.
Yeah, we're basically holding that
I mean,
thing.
unless you guys
Well,
are gonna
okay.
start attacking.
I'm
So-
gonna like take that guy with my sling.
Okay, go ahead. Lee is attacking the zombie who that is, if you're looking at the images, the topmost of the forward line from Ken's angle.
Where's mine?
Oh,
Hit.
he ate the bullet.
Crit one.
Yep.
He pulled a Wicket when Wicket was using the...
Right, so that is a crit miss. And
Like
you
really
are
going
over
the wrong
there. So that's a wall, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
This is not going to go well.
4!
That's Adrian, isn't
it's
it? And
Saphira.
Sulin. Huh?
Because that was 6, 5, 4.
Oh, it is me.
It's Saphira.
Roll your
On the
damage.
shield side, thankfully.
Oh, sorry, roll your attack again because oh no, it's hit him because that's the unfortunate thing. So roll your damage.
2.
Bang!
I
Wasn't Tor's namely!
it slipped. It's icy.
Anyone else gonna do a thing?
Try to be more careful, Lee.
It's
Oh, wait.
okay.
Act
another-
carefully.
It's easy.
Right, now, no, actually, I want one more round before I attack.
No one else doing anything? Okay.
Chastising Lee, which I've already done. It's,
So there's a resounding sound and like a wall of lights washes through the corridor. Is anyone wearing one of the rings? You feel them, like yours fizzes slightly and then stops. And yours vibrates in your hand slightly and stops. Which one?
that blue one that was just...
Your finger goes briefly cold and then doesn't.
Does this one light have a particular colour, or is it just bright?
You would perceive it as purple, you would perceive it as green, you would perceive it as silver. You would perceive it as colourless. So,
What was that?
My hand went really cold.
That.
Strange purple light.
It was blue for me.
Is great.
Right.
Hang on.
A new challenger has arrived. Here's the non-undead thing.
This guy comes up, jabs his spear towards the creature's New round. Now, because there are goblins on the field,
Initiatives must happen. But let's get intentions first, because that's what happens. Oh, light tick is still shoot. Oh, by the way, the torch has now sunk into a puddle of its own making and extinguished. Does that make it just has its terrain now? Yes. Nothing will do that before you leave. Yeah. Okay. Just go here. We're going to do that signal. Oh, because no name. Yeah, keep in mind that idea, because there's very all the chance you might be able to hit this game much better for road. Oh, you must see that. It's very much. It's like, no, it's nothing. No, cross line. That's like, lights up. Number one. So you can repeat it. Yes. Using these basically on support 5. Lights up, I'm gonna hit you. Let's go 1.2. You're going to hit anyone. Right. Let's put it just when you want to press it. You can choose it. Take it around. Take it this way. Yes. You want to be able to take it from like take. You have to turn facing to it. Okay. You just take the opposite. Oh, but you know, maybe let's try one more. No, let's turn facing. Okay. So if you're facing he's going to your which on those you notice. Yeah. If you want your face, turn your face. Turn your back on those. He's not turning your but there's hero coming front ways. Well, no, you can on top. So you can on top. Well, basically, 1, 2, 3. He's a turn on that. Well, you wait up now one person is doing. And you choose to use your attack action. Oh, yes. Wait, hang on. No. He's not passing through this way. He's moving into attack. Okay. Choose to take it. That's right. Taking turn. That's right. You do it. No. Nice. So we have an 18 first. That's a bit. 16 shots. It makes us right. Yeah, I was like to decide how to, but I think we probably put somebody flying behind us. Liberty Corp.
That's me. What do the next number? No. It's only 2 on the die, so he's a massive penalty.
Can I get additional text per round? I think it is.
No, I have last turn.
Actually, no, they've got 2 sword takes as well. No, you do sword takes.
No, for what?
No, it was one of it.
No, I mean, is it?
Was it you let me every 2 rounds you get a second attack?
Is it that or?
Yeah, it was over there.
So then go ahead.
No, 2.
That's probably a hit.
I think so.
5.
That's the guy snuck up behind you.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, give him back.
It's 2 bodies. I think there's rubber.
It was just turned over.
Bloody rubber.
You had a secret, okay?
There was. He whiffed.
Right, now I get to have fun.
Quickly into assault. Such assholes.
Right, so let's start with attacking Saphiro on his damage sheet. And let's just sidle one around here like that.
And attack him in the rear.
I can turn to face.
Yeah. And then you still deflect.
Just leaves there.
Okay, so his attack. No! But if you hadn't done that. Second attack. I mean, second guy's attack.
Yeah.
I forget what you mean.
Let's try to put it here.
So this guy is Lee Su. There's a 15 hit you.
Interesting. Just taking 16. 16.
There's a 20 hit you.
Say no. Yeah, it's a natural
I heard
hit.
the disbelief. Right, and that's second T armed with.
He's got a shield type thing.
No, he's got armlet.
No blades.
So he's the armed light one, which means he is. Dual wield!
Oh god.
That's still only one of the weapons, though, isn't it?
Daggers. 1.
That means he'll get a second attack
Yeah.
if he hits on his other weapon.
13 ain't gonna hit. Not with the offhand penalty. Not with anything like that.
Oh, he's dual wielding, but he's not bursting.
I mean, he is to a degree, but not enough to offset all those penalties. And then it's too little. This ain't gonna fucking work, is it?
Nope. Could have you got rolled 20, so it would have worked.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
I
blow
know.
that on him.
Need to shoot.
Oh wait, I have to double burst damage dice on that. Yeah. That's another 3. Oh, that's on the whole mage. Bullshit. All of it. I don't have any more goblin attacks, so does anyone have a final fizzy or anything like that?
No.
Circle deck?
No, because I used
You don't get to use a sword, but you get to use them. Yeah. You know what's okay?
so click on down front.
Natural 20.
He's dead. Just, no, just,
Yeah.
fuck it.
Knock this block off. Oh,
Zombies.
slice his throat open with the fucking
Zombies.
cleats.
Yeah.
There you go. Slice his throat open with the cleat.
There's a zombie on Adrian.
Let's move these first.
It's a terror attack, but then the guy's fucking petrifying the guys anyway, so it wouldn't work. You don't have another one, do you?
You got 2 per encounter, don't you?
So I got 2.
I thought you had 2 turn undeads per encounter.
I have 2 attacks every.
I'm talking about turn
Oh,
undeads.
Oh, turn on deads. No, one
Uh,
per encounter.
No.
He's probably going to turn around and
Oh,
attack
yeah,
you.
but I'm pretty sure.
Right, let's deal with the attack on Hadrian before the attack on Saphira. Guaranteedly hits. 78s.
2.
Up mage.
Was it 2 mages? Oh.
And on Saphira, this is totally not going to work attack of the night. 15 doesn't work, does it?
That's your magic number tonight, 15.
Alright. Photograph cards and teachers.
Oh no! Stupid -1.
Yep, you too, Lee. You can also all have a free perception check at the start of the round on turn 0 after you've declared your intentions and roll.
I'm going to keep fighting the zombie.
My intent is to call for us to fall back to the entrance,
I got
but I'm going to try and I am going to take a -4 defensive penalty and -2 attack penalty to give myself a free extra 3rd attack with the shield this round.
Acknowledge, that's your intention, yeah.
Yeah, and then basically attack, and I'm going to try and drive these guys into the pit with that extra. Yeah.
I'm gonna stay where I am, but maybe because I'm defending the arc, so.
I'm going to move back to here.
You would take.
You would take 2 attacks of
I
opportunity.
would
to do
too,
that.
wouldn't I?
3.
3, yeah.
Not if he uses a withdraw action, if it's only one square.
It'd be
He's trying to
withdraw-
move 2 and
It'd be
onto a hard square.
withdraw through me.
He can withdraw through you.
If he withdraws across, he withdraws across.
Are you currently threatened?
Yeah.
He's
Then
through
you
by
can't
3.
do that.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm
can't-
not,
you
I'm not
can't-
threatened.
You can move through allies' squares, but not if they're threatened.
No, I'm not threatened.
Then he can move through
So
your
you can
square.
move through me.
Unless you become threatened in between.
Exactly. So you can move through me back to where you want to go.
oh yeah. That'll work.
But if you moved across,
There's a thing you can do with Saphiro later on when he's got a bit more levels
And
called
a few more
castling,
drinks.
where you can use a withdraw action to move into his square and he can swap places with you as a free action. It's based off the
Yeah,
chess
so
move,
I'll
whatever,
just
I believe.
climb over you and go over there.
Right, drop him.
And then attack someone.
Thank you. Thank you, Dice Gods. I know who I'm offering no meat pies to this year.
So we get our perception checks.
Yep.
10.
Neat.
7,
16. That's actually bad.
8.
7.
Well, those of you who passed your perception checks, which is wisdom check, you'll notice that the corridor behind these guys has many shadows of like a whole big force of things coming. One, two.
8. But I'm feeling so chill.
14 to hit a zombie.
It hits.
3 damage.
That's a bad hit. Yep, doesn't look happy.
Okay. Yeah, that's my turn.
Drooling, saying brains. You think it might
No,
be
I'm,
dead.
I'm the next turn.
Go ahead then.
I'm going to actually do a perception check first, if I may.
You dumb one.
Oh, so I can't do a specific one on a particular thing? Like, I don't want a general perception check, I want to specifically look at something.
Go ahead then.
The roof. That's pretty good. How cracked and everything does the roof appear in this sort of general vicinity?
It doesn't.
Okay.
It's a smooth shell.
So even though this, like, it all crumpled down there, there's no
Very
weakness.
localized.
Yeah.
Okay.
Almost like it had been designed to do it
Oh, okay.
by a trap of some kind. And does not represent a structural weakness.
Okay, never mind then. Yeah, basically attacking and trying to drive back this zombie here, I suppose, because he's the one in that square.
Okay.
No. Yes.
Did you just roll a d10?
No.
My eyes. Get him checked. Okay, whiff.
Do you take your shield bash now? Or
No, it goes after
your second attack?
after my second attack.
So what are we at? 10, 11, 12?
Yeah, 10. So,
Kill Saphira.
yep, just knock him over on the way through. And then I shall...
Cravenly surrender?
No.
Boo!
I'm going to attack Pointy Spearman here with my sling.
You could just wait, because he's probably going to move in range. Just wait to attack him with your staff.
Oh, I suppose.
Prepare an attack action.
Yeah, I'll prepare an attack. Good call.
Much better. Make them waste half a turn. So if they get multiple attacks, they blow one. Does anyone have any other turns to go?
I've got another one on the next.
I see, because my first go goes on 18.
Until they move into range, I'm...
Okay, because I forgot to do this first round, I'll do it this round. I'll call out, fall back to the entrance! And then have another go at the Zomboid.
The
Same number! Which is a fail.
And then you get your shield, don't you?
Yeah, but I've got to add another,
Oh, wow.
another 2 onto that.
Take it.
Oh, yeah. Nope! In fact, I fail critically. This whole round has been nothing but pants for me.
Well, that shield's strapped onto your arm, so you can't drop it. Yes.
Could break your arm though.
Same team! Dude!
Idle.
Lee gets to attack.
Okay.
Enters your combat range. Can be attacked
I shall.
before it sidles round there. Dead! Oh, wait, no, this is this guy. You need damage roll.
No, he's still dead.
Still going to move into position.
That's how it works, right?
Rear minus... Oh, it doesn't count.
For 5 damage and a knockdown.
You get to roll the d6.
then
Roll the
again.
d6
Oh,
again.
yeah. So no, that's 10 damage total and a knockdown. If he's not dead.
Oh, he is.
Told you. It's,
And now that
easy.
that's wasted and out of the way...
I can move more guys into his flank range.
I kill more.
Dash. Whip. Whip. Stall. Come on, I've got to have another. Ah, you. Yeah, into Sulan's range.
And then I'll attack him.
Go ahead. Yes. That's enough. Damn. Ow. Fuck me. Okay, so he's going to sidle flank, and you have an opportunity to adjust your facing if you wish. Which, given the position of them, I recommend you do right now, unless you're afraid of zombies closing in from behind.
No, because I got Sulan at my back, so I know something can come in here, but I suppose Adrian, you've got a chance to turn if you want.
No, he's on my back, but I can't do much about him because
Yeah,
I know that.
Can you just turn me so I'm facing both of them?
Like that.
Has something moved into Adrian's arcs?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, the one that moved into mine is also in.
Good, good. Just checking. Okay. Spear guy behind Lee. 14. That's not going to do it, is it?
No, unless you flank.
Then it is the next guy beside Lee also, I believe. That ain't going to do shit.
He has to hit you 16 to hit you.
That ain't going to do shit. Next, I think, is Sulan.
No one's fighting Sulan.
No, because they're all focusing on him, unfortunately.
Who's that guy up against then?
He was up against. He came in behind Saphira.
Oh, that's right, this guy couldn't get close enough to do jack shit. He's just sitting there. Wait, what's he armed with? Ah, broken bow.
It doesn't mean he can't throw things at you, though. So he is going to throw a quiver full of arrows.
I like that the other archers were starving for arrows. This guy's got a quiver full of them. He's just going to throw.
That's a hit.
Can I catch?
Do you have?
Dex.
Actually, yes, you can. It is an attack roll against my attack roll with my. So you need to roll a 19 or better.
Come on, Sulan, you can do it.
Worth a try.
I know, it's worth a try.
6.
No. Right, take 1 damage. Stupid tits!
You needed a 17 hit with 0 though.
Yeah. Which he got.
Yes, he did so, yeah. Well, I think 1 damage.
The quiver full of her. He can't hit anyone with his bow, but he can throw arrows manually and hit someone, yes! It makes perfect sense! I hate goblins.
If he survives, he will be known as Grok the Arrow Thrower or something.
Okay, then it was the guy actually threatened, and no one's threatening Sulan. Then it was Sephiro's threat, wasn't it?
This guy, I see.
The one and only guy who can attack Sephiro?
Aside from zombies, yeah.
Did he kill himself?
Did he kill himself? I forgot.
Well, if you must know, he tried to do some sick dual wielding things and cut off his hands. Because dual wielding is just not just a case of pick up 2 weapons and you're awesome.
No, it's really fucking impractical.
Zombies!
Do I get my attack for the round?
Sure.
Cool. Because I got a 13. Attacking that guy.
Go ahead.
I already rolled my dice.
Damage, I mean.
Yeah, it was 4.
Okay, he'll have a hit point left.
And a knockdown, isn't it?
Yes, and a knockdown.
Cool, put him on his ass then.
So do I get to attack that guy first?
Why? Haven't you used up all your attacks?
He's got the kick.
I haven't used the kick.
Okay. Should hit. This is the... God damn it.
Thank God. Okay, zombies. Time to do your thing.
Brains.
Moving into
Oh, one's
attack.
going against Daedra.
Moving
Oh, well, I
into-
think I died then.
Are you that low on health?
Moving into attack.
He's 5 health. So, like, I'm at half health.
Yeah.
Moving out.
Cough a potion.
Moving in.
You got the potions, right?
Yeah.
I got nothing.
Right.
I can
Just
heal
my
one more
brain
time.
Probably won't have enough movement.
Because I've got
Pick
2 kill light
himself up
wounds.
next round, so I'll do that now so I don't forget. He's still on his ass though if you attack him before that happens.
Cool.
Right, so we're going to 2 attack on Adrian and 1, 2, 3, 4 attack Saphira. Okay, so first attack on Adrian. Fail hideously. Second. That's probably not going to hit, so probably a fail. Saphira 1, 2, 3.
One of them.
19 hits. It has to.
Yeah, I was gonna say one of them's the flank. One of them's flanking me. So
Doesn't matter if he's flanking you if he
Oh yeah,
rolls a 3.
I know. I'm just saying. Yeah.
He still misses.
Mm.
19, that's a hit.
Yes.
Okay, I really need better. Wait, I do have better D8. 7. It's a mage and 3/4.
Oh wow, that's actually fair.
And the last one. Complete waste of fucking time. I think that's everyone who can attack anyone out of the zombies, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Actually, quite hurt.
Okay. Intentions.
Oh, to retreat back
Yeah.
and defend.
We've got to fight our way out is the problem, because we're basically surrounded.
Yeah, that's why I was suggesting we move back because I don't want them
You
to.
always do a
to
smash
that.
on this one once.
I mean, Adrian's got it clear.
Adrian-
Yeah, well, I was going to make one withdrawal and then attack him, because you guys still have to withdraw past him.
Yeah, I'm going to. I've only got 1 attack this round. I'm basically going to be attacking this guy.
Instead, withdraw and attack this guy. Because we've got to get away, so if
Yeah,
we,
well,
if we take
I
one
can't-
square return.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, how much does it take to put you into fatigue?
All of
Holy
it.
shit!
Next one.
Thank you!
Well, sorry, the next one isn't, but then the following one is.
Do we have a clear path?
We
No.
currently do have a clear path.
No, we don't. Because we've still got to withdraw through so many squares that we're going to take like 6 attacks of opportunity to leave.
Withdraw doesn't provoke one.
No, but there are so many squares we have to move through that are threatened that we and you can only
Only-
withdraw twice per turn.
You
so
take
we wouldn't make
him
it
out. We with a clear path on
So
the
someone
side.
has to do some killing.
I'll attack that
Remember that goes on his
He's
ass,
on that
so
side.
he cannot attack of opportunity you.
guy. Yeah, well, that's true. So we can.
So we've got a clear
You
path
can-
through
Yeah,
here.
so you
right
can
past
actually
him.
so you can actually withdraw into here and then attack him, and then Serling can go through your square to get out.
And if it's any
So
if
I
it's
can
any
go
help,
through
the guy who's
there
on his
anyway.
ass looks like he might be, say, about 1 hit point away from death.
Yeah.
Stomp.
And being on his ass, that's a -4.
But at least if we pull back, it means that we're not. They can come through our squares.
Oh, nice.
6.
Oh, for initiative.
I've been
So
owed, though.
you're probably going to be thwarted with. We're probably going to be thwarted with our attempts to withdraw now because they'll just.
3.
I'm going to attempt to use the ring again. I'm guessing it doesn't do anything. Cool. Just try.
Though the vibration effect doesn't last as long.
Cool.
I go. I want 2 attacks. Well, not 2 attacks, but 2 attempts.
You can have them.
Because I really need to kill this guy for us to be able to leave.
Yeah.
12.
Hit.
Oh, okay. I rolled the same.
The same as this game anyway.
3 damage.
Dead.
Nice.
And you've been beaten on this guy for a while, so.
Good, I need another
could just
zombie to
run
come in
away.
because there's supposed to be more zombies, but they're all at home.
Oh.
I didn't think they'd live long enough, so I didn't bring all of them.
Well, we ended up focusing on the gobbos.
Probably the smart move.
So I can...
Yeah, you can retreat and then kill that guy that's on the ground, and then Lee has a clear path.
I mean, I do anyway. 'cause
No,
as
no,
long as you
I'm
get
not.
flying
I
down.
said I was retreating. I had using no weapons. That's what I said.
Yeah.
You can just
So you can go right
You
past
can
that guy
actually
who's on his
go.
ass.
You can get to the entrance.
So I'll be holding until
Right. 7. Delay. 8. 9.
9.
So
I go first.
Okay.
By the way, I really need you to like come in here and stop me from dying.
Me.
Yeah.
Suddenly, from behind you, 2 new forces arrive.
I hope they're friendly.
7. An elf woman and Bjorn.
Oh my god, it's Bjorn.
And Seraphine?
Yeah, no.
Oh.
No.
You?
Yeah.
And please tell me I positioned her right next to someone to attack.
Yep.
Yep.
The down guy.
the one that's down. She's gonna curb stomp the guy.
He's dead, give him to me.
Curb stomped.
Shoot.
Bjorn says, "What are you doing? You've got to withdraw."
Well, we're working on it.
Is easy.
She appears to be muttering under her breath.
We kill. It's easy.
You've got to pull back to the funny man.
Wajibu?
I don't know his strange name.
Well, are they done?
As much as can be done in this particular instance, she has to finish casting.
Okay. So I withdraw and then kill this one for Adrian's request.
So I can move through.
Or at least try to, yes.
So
That's a hit.
Yeah.
yes, you can.
Only if she's not threatened.
7 damage
Yeah.
on the zombie.
No, you can move to here.
Dead.
No problem. 'Cause it's still.
She's not threatened. She's not threatened though, so you can just move.
That's a possibility because you can get right back. To
I
it.
could run all the way up here.
Well, same as me. I just-
Makes you not gonna withdraw.
No, it'll be fine there.
I can sprint and end up way up here somewhere.
Yeah, I'm the same. Yeah. That running
Remember, because you're both wearing cleats, you get a full 12
Yeah.
hexes move actions.
with having running skill, that's just. But again, I don't think running would work. Technically,
It wouldn't be smart.
No, even with the bonuses, running
Yeah.
skill, it's no. See, whose turn is it now?
I go on a 10. So
Okay, yep.
I am going to go here and fire off a stone at that guy there.
Nice. That was quite.
Yeah.
One and then root.
Was it 12 all up? 'Cause I'm 10.
Oh.
So I'm attacking.
Plus your strength bonus.
Yeah, I already added it.
Oh, okay.
12 should hit.
Cool. For 3 damage.
Which one is it again?
Knife man.
3. Okay, thank you. He is bleeding quite heavily.
You know, I was really expecting about 6 zombies to come up from behind us.
Yeah, when it was like, and from behind, you see, I was like, oh no!
I was thinking, I thought, well, we cleaned out that area, and I'm now concerned where they came from
More could have come down. Yeah.
because we had already
Yeah, I
swept
know.
this
Yeah.
room. So
Right. She opens up her hand and there's some like disintegrating wafts of some kind of components. And she says, Siaso na in Kiona, Piasana! And the entire area forward of her towards the end becomes a lush thorns bouncing through it.
Oh, precious.
Densely packed snake. It's one of them things, little birds flitting across. The terrain looks fucking impassable by anyone who's forward of her. It's ridiculously dense and lush and green and totally real.
So does it look like it's bigger as well? Like it's...
Yeah, it looks endless.
Huh.
The goblins and that are like, what fuck?
Like vines and stuff on there.
What about these guys?
Hmm?
What about these guys? Do they seem to be?
They don't look happy.
Oh.
They're like, what devilry is this?
They're not fans.
And she says, this will not hold them long. Any end of turn actions before I move the bag?
Withdraw!
No, I don't think I have any.
Oh no, I've withdrawn back to the line. So.
Cylinders
Right,
are
bad
fine.
guys can't move. Intentions, you're going to withdraw.
Run the fuck away!
Initiative. You win initiative. Just. You win initiative.
So, yeah.
With the penalties,
I'll make
the spell
sure
puts
that,
it-
like, I'm the furthest this way as we withdraw back.
Okay.
Like this. Stand behind me, my lady.
Is it your last card? Yeah. Are you serious?
Oh yeah,
That's
is
not a good sign.
Well, this is my last normal one now.
He's on his last
I'm
card.
exhausted.
He's done.
I'm pretty knackered.
It's alright, because you're in front of you. She'll save you.
She's a bitch.
Yeah, what I decided I should have done when we knew it was a great quantity of enemies is got a couple more bundles of
Arrows
out.
Ready to.
I'd already thought of that, but unfortunately, by that stage, it was too late. But if we had readied it, like we knew,
So you are all withdrawing.
yes. Well, us two are withdrawn. Cool.
I suppose it's plop.
Oh, yay!
Those are your cards.
Yes.
I was like, I don't have a pile. What am I
So you got the
what am I doing? Yeah.
It's a one way to get all the extra cards that you need.
Steal them.
Well, we got half of these.
Yeah.
I think it'd still have more than us.
You are out of combat for now, and may hold discussion if you wish.
Just put these back over, which I'm very happy to do.
Jira's going to cast Cure Serious Wounds on you.
Thank you.
Probably don't have to roll to get all
Actually,
your
what she should do is use it on me, and then I can cure you for a lot less. Because I've taken way more damage.
She is also going to cast Cure Serious Wounds on you.
Oh, okay. Thank you, my lady.
And,
What if that poor old foreign lady?
Maybe you shouldn't insult women.
I haven't insulted her yet.
You've insulted her a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Not while she's been around.
Yeah, but what can she hear?
Hey, I booked passage here as soon as I realized the mistake I had made.
Which
My
was?
lady?
When I used the Staff of Ifrit to determine the cave's location, I basically made myself very visible to everyone, including Frostwalker. It occurred to me he would send forces to interdict you.
Oh.
So I came with as many forces as I could muster, which was Bjorn.
Oh, well, there's nothing
Why,
wrong
thanks.
with Bjorn.
Is
I'm invincible. It
We
doesn't
found this.
matter. Oh, you'll want to know what it is.
we were good. Was easy.
This is water. Bufu. This is yours.
Oh.
It controls water. It multiplies a water's volume. Rebufu reverses the flow of water for 10 minutes.
Bufaja freezes water into ice. Mabufu controls the flow of water in any direction, and Sukumfu reduces the volume of water, but cannot remove it entirely.
Okay.
You shouldn't have this yet.
Well, Wajibu had it sitting on his table of useless crap.
There are many things I will ask that man when we return to his tent, but first, I'm afraid that forest will disappear in a few minutes, and they will be on us.
'Tis a shame. It was quite beautiful, much
And
like its creator.
And entirely fictional.
Oh, good.
I have only a few spells left that I can cast today.
I actually have a potion of restore spell use.
It won't work, I'm afraid. For me.
He had a run-in on the way with the Shadow Dragon.
I was afraid that might happen.
He insisted that we ask you about him and his dealings with his master and how you are linked to them.
And how have you done in the fight?
You're changing the subject, my lady.
I change a subject.
Doesn't matter at the moment, we can ask her later. At the moment we need to decide what we have to do here.
This room is entirely too open and they would flank you in moments.
We need to pull back to that corridor again. At
The rings didn't work earlier.
That's disturbing.
A light washed over through the chamber just beforehand.
Oh,
These
no.
all claimed it was in different colours than each other. I just saw a natural white light. I assume some kind of magical spell was cast to stop the ring's influence or something.
I could waste the energy divining its cause, but I think you would rather have me combat capable.
Yes. That would be preferable. You still need healing, don't you, Lee? I will tend to Lee.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
Through Tor's divine light, may your wounds be healed.
I've gone into
11.
More than
11 hit
Good.
points back.
I've gone into my pack and removed another bundle of arrows and put them in my quiver.
Smart.
Yeah.
Your reaction there, my lady, was interesting.
Yes, it is bright. And I'm too used to being in shadow.
I'm surprised you are not in shadow now, or do you
What
deem
really is the point?
Yes, too late. Do you think he himself is here? We have not seen the Frostwalker himself.
He
Only
wouldn't have come here. Too dangerous.
Is easy to kill.
What is this? Sulin seems to have this claim that there were two of them, and then there's an older one that assisted her.
There have been many Frostwalkers.
How much Frostwalker I need to kill?
Just the one. And you will need to kill him before you can defeat him.
Is easy.
So are we moving?
Wajibu has a lot of impressive stuff, does he not?
Yes, but that could be a fallback position.
Yes, but perhaps, if we fall back to where he is, he might have some things that he might be able to use to aid us.
If he is smart, he will have packed up and left by now.
But if we fall back to the first corridor, and then we'd have more fallback positions, we can wean them out as we go.
We just have to make sure that they won't go through. If he hasn't left, we can't have them going through and blocking us off here and then sending other forces through to try and attack Wajibu.
It's not a very smart position to defend. After all, the entrance would be to your backs, and if there are more forces coming, that's where they will come from.
It would be better to fall back into here.
Which is too big a cavern. Try and hold the entrance and fall back through it to Wajibu's area, perhaps?
That's what I mean, like, fall back here to the...
If only I hadn't wasted all my questions
Yes.
with the damn statue.
You too, huh?
Long ago.
Ah. Didn't know there was a limit.
Everybody gets at most 3 and at least 2.
Well, is there one that you need to ask? Is it important?
How do we win this fight?
I could try and ask. I had not.
It's
asked
not very
that.
good with vague questions like that, I'm afraid.
What about something like, is there anything that could give us an advantage in this fight?
It would answer more men would be good or something like that. That would be completely unhelpful in our situation.
Or do I have something that could...
Yes, I mean, is there something more
Yeah.
within these chambers that would
Is
be
there
able to
something
aid us
that
in
I
the fight?
have that could win this fight?
Yes.
But again, they could still be very vague, as in courage.
If you asked about an object,
We still have Ifrit's Folly if we want to use it. An arrow that controls weather.
we can't ask it for lightning, we're underground. We can't ask it for fire, it's not a natural weather phenomenon. Daylight and nighttime won't help us.
Something
There is
against
plenty
undead.
of ice, so perhaps our torrential rain?
That would probably injure us just as much.
No, not necessarily. When we back out from this large chamber, we could shoot the arrow into the middle and cause torrential rain that they would have to slog through.
You could use your ring.
The ring probably isn't working.
Lee, try your ring.
I try.
It's a small breeze.
Garu. Is okay.
Light.
And
You
this,
alright, my lady?
I know what that is. That's the sword of revealing light.
How long does it last for?
3 turns, no.
No, we know it's longer than that because we had more than 3 turns before you tried it
You
again.
didn't even have 2 turns.
Yeah.
A turn is 10 rounds.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It identifies magical artifacts and negates their use.
Where is light come from?
A sword.
I go break sword.
You would have to sneak through the forces. If he's smart, he's in the rear.
He was probably that man at the back. The one who never came forward.
or it could be
He
further
showed
back.
himself.
We never saw. There was more back there. It could be further back.
He could have been further back, but there was one man standing at the very back who came in fairly far into the...
Well, we should move.
Well, I assume we've already moved to here.
Let's hold this part of the combat another night. Your pencil.
You want I go sneak, find sword.
So
It's
the last
easy.
thing that happens is Scribbles runs out from your armor and goes like, and runs off in the direction of evil.
Scribbles!
Scribbles!
Scribbles, no!
Scribbles, come back!
Unless is he gonna try and sneak the sword for us?
It's a striking sword and he's a little rat!
But he's so bright!
Yeah, he doesn't have the strength of 10 rats though. That's Ratchicles.
How do you know that's not his real name?
Or was it Rats? He has this little yellow bandana.
I didn't tell you I had a leaking water pipe. So I tried
Oh
using
man, you reached that age already.
So I tried using the summable fix.
Bit of a
Electrical
tasty
tape.
pig and a bit of a electrical tape, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Ooh.
Those
gets
are backwards. Stephen gets the bronze one.
Oh.
Yay!
Oh, I'm assuming you did.
That was the Champions of Jor-Karroc, an archival recording of an AD&D 2.5 edition pen and paper role-playing game night. The opening credits music was Lords of the Sky from the Battleforge OST. These musics are used in a non-profit archive tabletop session played and no ownership is expressed or implied. Video footage from the intro is credited in its video format. The preceding game night may have contained music and sound from Imogen Heap, George Michael, Evanescence, Age of Wonders 2, Aeon, Baldur's Gate 2, Battle Realms, Battleforge, Castlevania Lords of Shadow, Conan the Barbarian, Consortium, Daggerfall, Dark Souls 2, Darksiders, Darksiders 2, Demon's Souls, Diablo 2, Diablo 3, Divinity 2, Dragon Age Origins, Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen, D&D Official RP Soundtrack, EverQuest 2, Fable The Lost Chapters, God of War 2, God of War 3, Guild Wars, Eye of the North, Guild Wars Factions, Guild Wars Nightfall, Guild Wars Additional Music, Heroes of Might and Magic 5, Hitman Blood Money, Kingdoms of Amalur, Reckoning, Krull, Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver, Lords of the Fallen, Lord of the Rings, War in the North, Morrowind, Vampire the Masquerade, Oblivion, Pillars of Eternity, Risen, Sacred 2, The Settlers 2, The Settlers 5, The Witcher 2, The Witcher 3, The X-Files, Trine 2, Unreal Tournament 2004, Wolfenstein The New Order, Fallout New Vegas, Golden Axe, Age of Conan, RoboCop, Blind Guardian, Deus Ex, Halo, Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo 3 ODST, Halo Reach, The Hobbit Trilogy, The Star Wars Special Edition Trilogy, The Star Wars Prequel Trilogy, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 4, Serenity, the Star Trek movie soundtracks, Star Wars The Old Republic, Manos, The Hands of Fate, Babylon 5, Gran Turismo 5, Deathstalker, Phantom of the Opera, Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, Desadia Duodecim, miscellaneous other classical music, sound effects, or fantasy tracks taken from YouTube, too numerous to list. Music is used as a non-profit manner to enhance gameplay and is included in the archive as audible on the night. If you would like to be credited for your music and it is not listed here, please send a message to the channel and a proper credit will be applied in the description and future audio credits. The preceding archival recording contains strong language, sexual references, adult themes, and should not have been listened to if you are under the age of 18, have a history of mental disorders, lack coping skills, a chronic inability to press stop or back buttons, find said material offensive, are easily upset, disgusted, offended by puns, are pregnant, or have no sense of humor.
Gauntlet! Oh man, they said he could level a skyscraper. And remember, he was all fighting and Winston beat him and was like, Primal Punch!